Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all well. Excuse me. Excuse me if I'm coughing and spluttering. I'm poorly, but I am here. It might not be a particularly long live stream today, but I do need to set up my weekly spread, so I thought I would jump on and chat with you all. But yeah, apologies in advance if there's lots of sniffing and coughing. I'll try my best to not. I've just had a throat lozenge, so hopefully I'll be alright for a little bit. I'm just going to have my drink. How are you all? What's everybody up to? I feel like that's not focused. My camera's just doing weird things. What's everyone doing today? Are you all well? What do I want to do for my weekly spread is the question. I'm going to use a super easy stencil, I think. Which are all in here. Oh, my favourite one's at the top. Oh dear. Oh. Alex says we have a family barbecue later, but a pretty chilled one. Nice. How's the weather where you are? Is it okay for a barbecue? I think it's okay here. Looks quite warm outside. It's definitely got some like weird not focusness going on. I'm just gonna clean my lens. Better? That's better. Yeah, 24 is nice. That's perfect weather. So I'm going to do an old favourite for my weekly spread, which is my week on a page, super easy stencil. I have a few things to ask you guys. I'll wait for some more people to jump on before I ask the questions. I've just been sat watching the telly for the last couple of days. I watched Little Fires Everywhere yesterday, which is not new, but I enjoyed it. And I watched something called Good Girls Revolt on Prime the day before, which is also not at all new, but I also enjoyed it. Oh dear. So, I'm going capybara. I think there. Where's my squizzers? Took a load of journaling stuff downstairs, didn't use any of it, and now I've just carried it all back upstairs for this. I had good intentions of sitting on the sofa and doing some journaling, but I just didn't. Da-da. So, while I have a few of you here, I had a weird dream. I kind of had a dream last night where I wanted to do more stuff with our stationery gang, and I had the idea, I don't know if I was asleep or not, that it might be cute to do like a plushie of penny doodles But I'd be interested to know how many of you would be interested in such a thing. Or is this just a Joe's not well, she's having weird dreams thing? What date is it? 15th. Is it? No, it can't be. I missed a week. Oh, I've done it in the wrong place. Okay, well that's the week that I had off. This is why Joanne shouldn't journal when she's poorly. I'll come back to that week. I was going to do a plan of my gardening that week, but I haven't done it yet. So I'm going to do another week. Penny Doodles is our fountain pen character. That is on our new tote bag. She is on, we've got a pin badge of her. She was from a mini one a while back. I can't remember what it was called. Might have been called Penny Doodles. And I thought she'd make a cute plushie. At the moment we're only looking at one size of plushie. Sort of 20 centimetres long was the size that I've asked for. A quote for, so that you could like sit her on your desk, or you could have her in your journal shots. I don't know how doable she'd be as a small one for a keyring because of the fact that she's quite tall and thin. So to have her small enough, you've kind of got no width, if you see what I mean. Oh dear. Sorry, I'm going to sneeze. For those of you who haven't seen, I've got COVID. I did feel a lot better, but I haven't spoken to anybody for the last 2 days, so I'm wondering if talking's quite complicated. Oh, hold on, I'm just going to blow my nose. Ooh. Yeah, Penny's always a really popular character, so I would like to do more with her. I did have a quick look at pencil cases. The only problem is, because of where her face is, all the pencil cases that I've found that are plushies, like have like a head one end and like a bum the other end. So because her face is on the body of the pen, it would either be like where the zip is, which wouldn't work, or it'd be like on the bottom, which wouldn't work, which is why I kind of felt like plushies would work better. 28. And if they were popular, then we could have more Oops-a-daisy plushies, because we've now got a ruler character, a pencil character, a sharpener character called Pat. What else have we got? Highlighter character. So there's potential for others, but I thought because Penny's like been the most popular character we've done, she might be a nice place to start. Yeah, I mean, we've got lots of characters that we could potentially make into plushies. It's just whether there is a market for them, because obviously they take up quite a lot of room, and you have to order in fairly large numbers. I think it would be, this is 20 centimeters, so it would be the length of this. So you're looking like she would be kind of this size. Ooh, I just got a load of balloons come up on my screen. I don't know why. Does anyone know what's happening? What's happening? I don't know what that was from. I don't know if someone sent me a balloon. Please don't confuse me. I'm already poorly. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I could potentially go bigger with Penny. I just worry that going smaller would kind of mean that you've not got very much detail. I don't know that this works. It's the wrong colour. I need the orange one. I could do like a 30 centimetre long Penny, which is like this length of Penny. And obviously size will have a bearing on price, and I have no idea of price, so don't ask me that. Not sure. Okay. There's my weekly spread, and I'm going to have a to-do list and maybe a notes section. She says, no, I can't find my pen. I'm not sure what I've done with my stencils, you know. Maybe it's downstairs. Has everyone been on the stencil time machine? In the stencil time machine is probably the correct grammar for that. It's been very busy. Website seems to have held itself together though, which is good. No major dramas. I'll do it with this one instead. I don't know the most popular so far. I'll need to run a report tomorrow for Jordan to start making them. I do want to create a spread in my journal that says, like, compares the two. In fact, I might do that now. I might do that here. I wanted to do one that I can compare last year's like top 5 to this year's top 5. It closes tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Oh, sorry. So let's pencil this in so that I don't balls it up. So it's nice to be able to compare what we did last time. The last time we did it was 18 months ago, I believe. Machine. So how it will work is we'll sort all the orders that we've had this weekend. Anything stencil time machine related will get stuck in a folder while Jordan makes those. And anything not stencil time machine related, Tracy will get making. Tracy's off on annual leave Thursday and Friday this week, and Monday next week. And once she's back, hopefully Jordan will be a good way through making the stencil time machine stencils so that they can start being dispatched. The plan was for me to dispatch orders Friday, but depending on how I am, I might not be in the office, so there might not be any orders leaving the building on Thursday and Friday this week. We'll see. Has anyone seen all the Marvel announcements this morning? Exciting times. RDJ is back. Lots of Avengers films being announced. Yeah, that works. Oh no, Emily, that's rubbish. What were you running after the postie for? See, I don't really understand the whole Pedro Pascal thing. Maybe I'm missing something, and I don't think I've really seen him in anything, to be fair. As yet, I'm not understanding it, but times may change and I will eat my words. Yeah, I'd like to see the new Deadpool. We're supposed to be going to cinema today, but obviously that's not happening now. Stupid being sick. Ruining all my plans. I'm supposed to be seeing Twisters today. Kate, you'll have the whole cinema. It's never busy. There'll probably only be about 6 people in there. Yeah, both of those were very unique. I'd say in all the times I've been to the cinema, in between then and now, there's not been more than a dozen people in there. which is rubbish for the cinema. Good in that you don't have to share the cinema with a load of people that don't understand how to be in the cinema, because I'm a bit of a cinema going snob about it, and I get very irritated when people don't cover up their smartwatch or continually check their phone. Winds me up. But it sucks for the cinema, and I believe Cineworld was going into foreclosure, so I don't know what's happened with that, because if the cinema's shut, that will be rubbish. But if you go during the week, on most occasions, unless you're going for like really big releases, it tends to be only cinema lovers in there, and they all know how to behave, so it's enjoyable. It's nice to switch off. I love the cinema. It's my favourite. It's not the same watching stuff at home. Yeah, it's really sad. I don't know what the answer is, though. Because everything I see in the cinema is on our streaming services within a few weeks, but it's not the same. Like, you can't watch like a Marvel style film at home and have the same experience. It's alright for like little more people focused films, but the big action movies, they need to be seen in the cinema, in my opinion. Okay, I think if you go to films that aren't like massive blockbusters, it's absolutely fine. People are really well behaved with their phones. It's only when you're getting people that are not cinema goers going, I think you have the problem. I have the Cineworld card, so I go fairly frequently, and of all the films that I've seen, it's really only like the Oppenheimer type films where you get it being packed and full of people like that don't behave themselves. And even with that, if you go and just don't go on like a Saturday night, it's fine. It's a lot of colouring text in. Well, I haven't checked what the they do sometimes do old ones on a Saturday. If you're a Cineworld card holder, you get like preview films, like they have a screening for films just for Cineworld card holders, so you can go before the masses are let in, which is quite good. That's on a Tuesday. Plus we get money off snacks, which is good if you decide to get snacks. Because of like the price of the Cineworld card, you only need to go like, if you go twice a month, you've more than made your money back. So that's what we aim for. And it also makes you go to see films that you wouldn't necessarily see, which sometimes can be a good thing because you discover a little gem that you wouldn't have watched otherwise. I'm very pro cinema. Without the cinema, there would be a lot less films. Films are like books for me. I need to check what Cineworlds are shutting down. I'm going to be gutted if it's... We've got 2 in Harlow, luckily. And what's annoying is that they opened a second one, and then they play the same films in both, which I think is really stupid because it's an opportunity to like play some more obscure films in one of them. But they don't. They basically play the same ones in both screens, so it's annoying. I'm gonna look and see what Cineworlds are shutting down and see if it's me. Okay, that's okay. They're not any of my ones. Which is good. Okay, so I've done this, and what I want to do is do the year. So 2024 over here. What month are we? July. Oh, I'd like to have an IMAX close by. Am I right in thinking that you've got the Cineworld card as well, Alex? Or have I made that up in my head? So I'm actually dog sitting this week, starting Tuesday, which means I'll be backwards and forwards from my house to my friend's house because her doggo is not cat friendly. So Freckle's going to have to get used to being not a lone dog for a week, which will be interesting to see. She does quite like Ollie, so hoping that goes down okay. So I want to do So the things that I'm recording are the dates that it's happened, the total value of the sales, the number of orders, and the average transaction value. So that's cool. Jenny says, my brother gave us view vouchers for Christmas, but you can't use them online, so they're just sitting there. What do you mean you can't use them online? You can't book online with them. Can you just use them if you were to walk in? I mean, if you use anything like Cineworld, you shouldn't have any issues getting seats. Dawn says, how is Freckle? She's fine. Back to her normal self, shouting at me to go for walkies, which is annoying because I don't feel very well. But she doesn't care. So walkies must be had. It's very important in the world of Freckle. Yeah, that's what I mean. I think you'd get good seats anyway. I'd be very surprised if you didn't. When we go, literally could turn up on the day and get our pick of seats. It's just not unfortunately, yeah, not a lot of people going to the cinema. Or use them to buy the snacks when you're there. Winner, winner. Snacks for dinner. Okay. I feel like this needs some patterns. Oh, I've run out of purple. Yeah, I honestly have no idea what's going to be number one this time. Because I haven't checked. Does need a clocky. I don't know where my clocky stencil is, and I honestly don't think I have the brain power to search for it today. So I'm just gonna do some funky lines. And the lines are going to be purple because I've run out of purple. But these are the things. I will cut away the stuff over the writing in a minute, by the way, in case you think I've gone mental. I have, but not about this. Any guesses for what will be the number one stencil? Red and yellow. Here for the Pedro Pascal love. Get off my finger. So we didn't put the Busy Doing Nothing stencils on the time machine because we still have the box available. So the 2024 big ones were not included. I don't do audiobooks, but I do podcasts, if that counts, when I'm out walking the tiny one. And I absolutely loving Ed Gamble and James Acaster's podcast currently. And I find it so funny that I laugh out loud while I'm out walking the dog, and look like a crazy person, but I don't care because it is funny. I did have Audible. Oh, by the way, thank you to anyone that purchased from our Amazon sale. We have run out of quite a lot of stuff now, which is good. It's very annoying. I wanted to return or close a load of listings because you basically pay for stuff to be stored, and the stuff that wasn't selling on Amazon is just sat in Amazon's warehouse. We had a load of sticker kits that matched our old journals, and our old journals are pretty much out of stock now, so I didn't think that they would sell. But Amazon charge you for everything. They charge you if you return things, they charge you per unit to return things. So if I had like 20 packs of stickers at Amazon warehouse and I say to send them all back, they don't send them back in one parcel, they send them back each individual sticker pack in an Amazon parcel. So we get like hundreds of things delivered to head office, and they charged me for each individual return like £7, so more than the cost of the stickers. So then I was like, okay, well, you might as well just destroy them because we've got a load of 2024 stickers at Amazon warehouse. We're not going to sell them now, but they also charge you to destroy them. They charge you to leave them there. So I'm like, how can I get rid of all of this stuff so that I'm not just giving money to Amazon? So I discounted them all quite heavily. I've basically discounted them so that the money we get for them covers the cost that Amazon charge us for shipping them to the customer. So we make no money, but we don't lose any money. And then I let the VIPs know, and you guys have been magical and bought most of the packs. So I think there's a few random ones left, but pretty much everything else is gone. So I won't be giving money to Amazon unnecessarily, because Jeff already has enough money. We don't need to give him more money. Where's my blade? Where is it? Maybe I left it downstairs. I might have to run downstairs and get that. I'll come get it afterwards. In fact, I have a cool new thing to try. Let me get that. Hold on, bear with. Has anyone seen one of these before? There's my cutting board. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why Jeff Bezos is a squillionaire. So this is a Gyro Cut Pro. I haven't used it yet, so this is going to be interesting. So the idea is, and I don't know how it's going to work with washi tape, but let me show you on a random piece of paper. So let's say you've got this, and let's draw something random. You had like, oh, my highlighter's dying, but imagine you'd highlighted something, you'd maybe written a nice header or something. So the idea of the Gyro Cut Pro is that okay. I do think it's going to take some getting used to. Oh, I haven't cut the last bit. Hold on. See? So let's say I've stuck a sticker on a page. And this is the first time I'm really playing with it properly. So the lady that I watched a YouTube video of someone using it, and they said it takes a bit of getting used to. Once you've got the hang of it, it's much quicker than cutting out like fiddly shapes with a pair of scissors. So for like, if you did a Dutch door where you'd like done pattern all down here and you wanted to follow the shape of that pattern, Oh yeah, so you basically have to follow the, only press on the tip, not the whole length of the blade. Like this. Cool, right? So I think it has potential. The only thing I'm not sure, and we'll find out in a second because this is a risky little game, is whether or not I can do it just for washi tape and just not press as hard. I'm going to find out. Oop. Let's see if I can pick those pieces out. So the reason it's different is because the blade rotates rather than it being in a straight line. So this swivels. Oh, I haven't got, did I not get that far? Maybe I didn't. Oop. I think it works. I've not got down that far either. Goodness me. I don't know if it works for this context, but it works. Where did I put my actual blade? Did I want to bring it up? Yeah, I think it probably would. Do you mean for like collage and stuff? I think it would. I'm going to just do straight lines because I don't have a magazine handy, I don't think, to be able to try it. I don't think it's supposed to be used in a situation where you're like cutting layers like I'm doing with washi tape. So I think it would take me to be better at it to be able to use it in this context. I wonder if I've got, hold on. This paper's thinner. So you're supposed to have the point like this, and then only press on the, because it's angled, oh yeah, that's loads easier than like cutting out these sorts of things with a fiddly pair of scissors. I'm just doing as if I were doing a Dutch door, imagine. That's cool, isn't it? Much quicker than like if you were trying to cut that with scissors. And imagine that in your journal. I think it's cool. I think it's got a use. Not what I'm doing here today, but I think it does have a use. It's called a Gyro Cut Pro. There's a lot of cheap knockoffs on Amazon, but the advice that I read was that the cheap ones don't work very well. This one was like 15 quid, so it wasn't hugely expensive with Amazon Prime delivery. I think it's fun. I think it definitely has a function for cutting things like edges of pages. I think it would be cool. And around if you're doing like fiddly cut out work. I mean, look, that's fairly neat. Obviously I just did that quick. I'm not sponsored by them, by the way. I paid with it with my own money. I just thought it was cool. And it's UK manufactured, which is nice too. Oh dear, don't cut my pages off, please. Yeah, I was thinking for Dutch doors mostly would be how I would. You definitely need to have a craft mat behind it. I quite like it. I think you're too long. Cool. I think maybe you need to be shorter. Okay. What time are we at? 1:05. I may call it a day now, guys, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel pretty rough. Thank you all for joining me and putting up with my snuffliness. Hit me up with any questions now while I have a little tidy. Otherwise, I shall see you all in a couple of weeks. I can't remember when the next one is booked for, but I'm sure it's not that long away. And I'm going to go and have a snooze on the sofa. Very warm, and I don't know if it's because I'm very warm off because I'm due more paracetamol. It's hard to say. Yes, pretty rubbish being poorly. What's even more fun about being poorly when you own a small business is you're not paid to be sick. So I just need to get over it. Oh, there we go, little news, little schnuzz. I hope you've enjoyed this little Sunday fun day. Let me know any further thoughts you may have about plushies. I might get a sample made and see where we go from there. I'm not sure how I feel about them at the moment. Yeah, I'm done. Have a lovely week, everybody. Stay well, and I will catch you all very soon. Bye, 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 bye.